my
Ma'am.
God. Something just came out.
Ma'am, stay as quiet as you can.
Mommy, where are you hiding? I found you, Mommy.
Ma'am.
On August 16th, 1952, the day the small town of Ashley, Kansas, ceased to exist, Ashley is a small town known as the mysterious unsolved case. It is a village inhabited by 679 people, and its primary activity is agriculture. They sell the agricultural crops they planted and harvested throughout the year. And since it's a small town, you will find that each house is close to the other. Since Ashley is a small town, there is no police department or hospital. If someone needs a criminal record certificate or any other documents, they have to go to Hays City, as Ashley is part of Hays. On the evening of August 8th, 1952, a resident named Gabriel Jonathan reported a strange sight in the sky above Ashley. Since the town itself did not have its own official law enforcement branch, they contacted the police station in Hays. Gabriel described seeing a small black opening hole in the sky. However, the police didn't pay any attention about this call. Day after day, the Hays police station received numerous phone calls, all reporting the same phenomenon. No other nearby communities reported experiencing this phenomenon before. So the police station decided that a trooper would be sent to Ashley the following morning to investigate the matter. The next morning, they sent an officer called Alan to see what is going on, and to tell the police station what was happening in the town of Ashley. The information that I want you to know is that the distance between Ashley and Hays is about 10 minutes, and there is only one road between them, so there is no possibility of getting lost on the way. The officer was on his way, remarking that it had taken a long time to reach Ashley, and that he had not seen any town on his way, and surprisingly, he found himself returning to Hays. He reported that, despite following the one-way road leading into Ashley, he had become lost. According to his report, the road continued along its normal path, but somehow ended up back in Hays. Officer Mace went on to add that the road never curved or bent in any direction. The station police officers did not believe what Officer Mace said, because it is logical that what he said is actually something that goes beyond logic and the limits of reason. So they decided to send 7 of the city's 10 police cars to investigate the situation. The shock is that all the team members came to the same conclusion. The only road to Ashley stopped short of reaching Ashley, but instead went back to Hays City. The phone calls continued to increase beyond what the police station could handle, with all calls reporting to Ashley residents that the black hole in the sky continued to grow in size. On the evening of the same day, the police station received a call saying that one of the residents' neighbors had tried to leave town, but the family had mysteriously disappeared. They never returned, as enforcement officials from Hays never reported the vehicle or individuals driving on the one-way road. Here we conclude that the city of Ashley is besieged and has no entrance or exit. 6 days before Ashley's disappearance, on the morning of August 10th, 1952, phone calls from Ashley back to Hays police station reported that the city was in complete darkness. The sun never rose. Within the next hour, at the request of the police chief, a helicopter from Topeka, Kansas, flew over the area where Ashley, Kansas, was located. The city has never been monitored from the air. Just flat, empty lands, no signs of life, such as houses, farms, or people. On the afternoon of August 11th, 1952, a local resident of the Ashley town named Miss Phoebe Danielewski calls the Hays police station with a bone-chilling tale. She reported that her little daughter, Erica, has started having conversations with her father, who died in a drunk driving accident 3 years ago. But it didn't stop there. Oh no, it gets worse. Miss Danielewski reported that Erica, her daughter, had some plans. She wanted to head outside into the spooky darkness to join them. Now you might think or say that's where the story ends, but the truth is, no. Over the next 12 hours, the Hays police station's phone lines were blowing up with over 320 calls from residents all over town. And you won't believe it, they all describing similar experiences and the same phenomenon with their children of the town. I'm telling you, it's the stuff of nightmares. Now, on the morning of August 12th, 1952, that's where things took a turn for the worse. Imagine this. In the dead of night, while everyone in the Ashley town was tucked in their beds, all 217 kids in the town of Ashley, Kansas, simply disappeared. It was like something out of a horror movie, like something your nightmares were made of. But it's not. What's happened is real, and I meant it. And I know most of you won't just believe it. The Hayes Police Department's phones went crazy, with 421 frantic calls from terrified parents. But here's the scary part. The police couldn't offer any real assistance. All they could say was, "Stay inside, please. Don't go looking for the missing kids." Everyone in town was scared, and the air was thick with dread as the sun rose on that creepy morning. In the evening of August 13th, 1952, 3 days before the disappearance, an elder statesman, Scott Luntz, a local resident, picks up the phone, his voice trembling. He's seeing something strange, way off in the distance. A fire that's growing bigger and brighter to the south. He tries to describe it, saying it's turning the far-off blackness into a fiery display of bright red and orange, shooting up high into the sky. As the night creeps on, the phone lines keep buzzing. Ashley's residents are calling in, swearing that this fire isn't just some faraway blaze anymore. It's like it's creeping out of the dark sky itself. But here's the real kicker. No one in the neighboring towns, or even our trusted Hayes law enforcement, can see a darn thing. The reports continued until the next morning, August 14th, 1952. It's getting even scarier. The very last call comes in from a Mr. Benjamin Endicott, and he sounds terrified. He's telling anyone who'll listen that this sky fire has become so incredibly bright and fierce that it's like the middle of the day right here in our town, even though it's the middle of the night. Can you believe it? I know it's almost impossible to believe or even image what Mr. Benjamin Endicott just described. Well guys, prepare to be on the edge of your seats because what I'm about to share is blood-chilling. We have the final call received by the Hayes Police Department from Ashley, Kansas. This exciting call came on the evening of August 15th, 1952 at 9:46 p.m. and it's something you won't want to miss. Officer Peter Welch is on duty and the caller is Miss April Foster. She's about to reveal something that will be as unbelievable as what she has to say only exists in horror movies. Believe me, you won't be able to resist listening to her. So, let's buckle up and prepare for a bone-chilling journey back in time to that eerie night in Ashley, Kansas.
Hello, police department.
Yes, hello?
Ma'am, who am I speaking with?
My name is April. April Foster. Please, sir, please help me.
What is happening, ma'am?
Last night they came back.
Ma'am, I'm going to need you to...
Last night they came back!
Ma'am, I'm going to need you to calm down and speak clearly.
My son, I saw my son last night. He was walking down the street. He was burned. He died last year. Everyone came back. Everyone who died or went missing, they're back. They're looking for us. Oh my
Ma'am.
God. Something just came out.
Ma'am, stay as quiet as you can.
I'm sorry.
Mommy, where are you hiding? I found you, Mommy.
Ma'am.
After the police got that phone call, they were left in shock. They quickly sent helicopters and military vehicles. However, on the day when they were all on their way, and everyone was rushing to the scene to find out what was really happening in the town of Ashley, a massive earthquake with a magnitude of 7.9 on the Richter scale hit the United States. We are talking about major shaking and rumbling that had every American citizen on edge. And guess where the epicenter of this quake was? Yep, exactly, you guessed it, right there in the heart of Ashley town. And that was the first earthquake hit Kansas state. Picture the fear and confusion as they were racing toward a city already rocked by disaster. So, after things settled down following the earthquake, people got curious and decided to see what had happened. And let me tell you, everyone was really surprised by what they found. Imagine this, a huge crack in the ground that was on fire and smoking. It was about 1,000 yards long and 500 yards wide. But no one knew how deep it went. 12 days later, the people in charge of the search for the people who went missing decided to give up and stop looking for the 679 people who had gone missing in Ashley, Kansas. It was a tough decision, but they thought everyone was probably gone. But here's where it gets even weirder. On August 30th, 1952, there was a massive earthquake that measured 7.5 on the scale. And guess where the worst part was? Right under what used to be Ashley, Kansas. So, the police showed up to check things out. And guess what, guys? That huge crack in the ground? It had disappeared, like it was never there. And they were like, oh my goodness. The crack in the ground was gone, just like that. It was like it had never been there. Now, if that's not strange, I don't know what is. So after that crazy incident, the United States government decided to hide any information related to this town, and also denied that any town before that was called Ashley, so that no one would know about this town and its story. But you know what they couldn't hide? That phone call you heard earlier, because once it was recorded, it was shared widely, so it's impossible to disappear anymore. After this story, there are a lot of theories about what happened, but two of them are most interesting. One theory says it was all because of aliens and that massive black hole. Well, it wasn't originally a hole, but a spaceship. Pretty wild, right? But let's be real, it's just a theory. The truth is, even today, nobody has a clue why all this happened. So, that was the video for today, guys. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and smash that subscribe button, and to ring the notification bell so you won't miss our future videos. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the unknown. We'll see you in the next video.